So to all the people that have supported you and given you this chance, coaches, parents, JP, from JP to Charles, what would you like to say to them?
I'd just like to say thank you for the opportunity they've given me. I'm really appreciative for what they've done for me and my family. I don't know how to thank them. Even Mr. Postmom, she lets us live in her house during the weekends and holidays so we can train. And I'm very appreciative of that.
Yeah. And Mr. Post himself?
And
I
Mr. Post
understand that
as
he's
well.
leaving now.
Yeah, it's quite hard. You know, it's our last time going to be with him. Either way, it's going to be our last time being with him. But obviously, it's like a big loss for the school, you know. Then the 16s, we used to work closely with him as well. So yeah, it's going to be a big loss for the school. And we're surely going to miss him, so.
What does a typical weekday look like for a kid here at Saints, but also someone who's part of the first team? Right.
For myself, it's quite hectic because obviously I play rugby on the Saturday, come back Sunday, try rest, try to do as much work as possible. Then Monday morning, usually for the first team rugby guys, there's an injury clinic. I can't attend that. I have a prefect meeting around 6:45 till 7:30. So we have a meeting then. We'll do our meetings then straight into class. Then we have a Monday gym session. No, training session. Yeah, to what's this? Error correction session. So it's not very low intensity, just walking through.
What time is that?
That starts at 3. So practice, 3 p.m. Practice starts 3 p.m. all of the days besides from Wednesday.
Okay.
Well, it varies on Wednesdays because school ends early on Wednesdays. Then, Tuesday there's academic afternoon, so there's no practice at all. But usually we'll try to get in a gym sesh, power sesh during Tuesday.
The weekend of June 16th marked more than just a return to the field. A great rivalry was back on. The Boys College versus Kearsney College from KZN. Now, they hadn't been able to play since 2019. But on this day, it wasn't just about rugby. June 16th is etched in South Africa's history. It's also known as Youth Day, a day that honors the bravery of young people who in 1976 took to the streets of Soweto to protest against the apartheid regime's decision to enforce Afrikaans as the medium of instruction in township schools. They were high school learners, mostly teenagers, who stood up to an unjust system. The police opened fire. Over 500 young lives were lost in the days and months that followed. And yet, their defiance sparked a nationwide uprising, one that made the call for liberation even louder and more urgent than ever. So, on this weekend, as the whistle blew and the game began, it was more than just the score. It was about remembering those young voices that stood for something greater. And it was powerful to see St Stithians honor that legacy on the field and in spirit.
That's it, boys. Let's go. Of course, bro. Do this thing. Let's do this thing, bro. Nothing crazy. It's just another day of rugby.
On behalf of the entire Saints community, I'd like to welcome you all to another edition of this classic Saints versus Kearsney fixture, the first in 5 years. As we prepare to watch the respective first teams put on a show shortly, it is important to recognize the sacrifices made by the youth in the Soweto uprising of June 1976 this weekend. This upcoming Youth Day, let us remember to celebrate the diverse opportunities and the power that student voices hold as a result of their struggles. As we prepare to sing the national anthem and to watch a spectacle on Baytop, I call on you all to embrace the history of our country and remember the contributions that the youth have made in spurring this rainbow nation. Thank you. Let us pray.
Father God, thank you for bringing us all here today from far and wide. As we commemorate Youth Day, I ask that you bless and protect us all here, and that you inspire us, the youth, to build a better South Africa together. Help us to remember our past and look to our future. And in opportunities such as these, help us to build bonds and friendships that will last a lifetime. I ask all these things in your name, dear Lord. Amen.
I'm from the West Rand, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Where
sir.
exactly?
Muhlakeng and Western area, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about home, man. What kind of area is it? How did you grow up?
It's more like a township type thing, but like more like middle class people.
Okay. So remember the first time you were introduced to the game?
I was in grade R.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's like almost like Rugby Kids, what Mr. Mina does.
Okay.
I think it was something like that at the time. So obviously, I played that, didn't know much what was going on. Then I stopped, and I started continue to play in grade 3. That's when I actually started playing rugby on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Then it just took off from there. It was grade 3.
Komhlakeng, alidlala disc.
Oh no. So I was at an Afrikaans school there.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there was no football.
No,
Okay.
no, sir.
And when you started, was it weird for you, or was it just natural? What did you do?
No, it was weird at first.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was quite the fast guy. So just put me on the wing, just run at the ball.
How do you start knowing, or they start knowing, I think this guy's got something?
I think the more you play, the better you get at the sports. So I started playing a lot more rugby.
Well, not really. Not for
Yeah, not for everyone, obviously. But like, if you want to learn to get better, then obviously you do extra things to get better at it. So you become committed and dedicated to the sport.
Yeah.
Then obviously, like, my coaches, they helped me a lot because I see like stuff you do now, I try it, and sometimes it pays off. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'd catch a hiding afterwards.
Was there a time when you knew, like, okay, it landed? I think I'm really good at this thing.
Yeah, it was. It was grade 4,
Yeah.
and I scored a try from my 22 against the rival we played against the rival school, and I scored the try. After that game, I got called up to the A side. Then I just stuck there from there.
Okay. And how then do you move from that to St Stithians?
Under 13, I started playing for Titans. I got recruited by a few of my friends. They were playing there at that side. Went to Titans, made the trials. I was the only one from my school who made it.
Yeah.
Made the team. We went to VKB. VKB is in Frankfurt in Free State. We still had a good tournament that side. And then Mr. Coach Ben from Titans recommended me to Mr. Olivier, Mr. JP Olivier. Then Mr. JP Olivier called me in for an interview and testing for sports. Then that went well. Then that's how I landed up at Saints.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So when JP recruits you guys, how does recruitment work?
Recruitment. So my situation was different. So I played. They sent me in for an interview. I did an interview.
What here?
Yeah, here at Saints at the sports office. Came for the interview.
What did they ask you? Like,
Almost like this thing.
Yeah.
Like, why do you play the sport? Why you love the game? What got you into rugby? Then after that, I did a testing. So they'll test my passing, fitness, speed, strength.
what, they take you onto the field?
Yeah, they take me onto the field.
like
then
a
I do
combine?
basically like a combine type
Okay.
thing. Yes, sir.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that for everyone, or are you alone at that time?
At the time, I was alone. I was the only one there.
Wasn't that weird?
No, not really. I didn't know what.
You didn't know.
I didn't know what's going on. It's like just do this. I just did it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was scared at first
Yeah. What?
because I had a knee injury at the time. Well, I was recovering from a knee injury. So then I was supposed to do more agility stuff. Was a bit slower than my usual time, but obviously they considered that I was injured, so they just took me in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Then
yeah.
a week later, you had to write a school test, so check where your academics are if you can enroll into the school.
So before you came here, did you know what St Stithians was, or did you have ambitions, or like a school that you thought, yeah, this one I'd like to go to?
Yeah, I was gonna initially go to Northjevel or JP because a few of my Titans friends went to JP. Then a couple of school friends of mine went to Northjevel. So yeah, I was between those two.
Yeah.
But then obviously Saints came in with the scholarship and like, mom was like, okay, it's the best one
Yeah.
because of the academics and then where the area is, just trying to gauge out the area we're in.
Did you know St Stithians?
No, I did not know.
And then you arrived here.
I arrived there, I arrived at the gates, Colette Gates, and I'm like, what's going on here? Like, I was so confused. And you're driving down roads, and then we have to look for the sports office.
Yeah.
There's a reception. I'm like, just a building for reception. I'm like, yeah, it's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was doing my combine, and I see the girls, they're going to chapel, and I'm like, I thought it was a boys' school only, so what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was very confused.
And now, how do you feel about this?
Now, I feel a lot better about the school. You know, I love the school. I'm grateful for the opportunity they gave me. Yes.
I'm so in love with you.
Kearsney College is an independent all-boys school in Waters Hill, KwaZulu-Natal. Their mission is to produce outstanding men who embody values such as fairness, honesty, servant leadership, and empathy. After 5 years of absence due to COVID and other challenges, Saints and Kearsney met once again, two brother schools, grounded in the values of the Methodist Church. The weekend began with Father's Day. And in a moment that will live long in memory, the fathers joined their sons in the change room. They didn't just watch, they handed over the jerseys. A symbolic passing of the torch, one generation to the next. These fathers, many of whom can remember a time when it was legally and supposedly morally wrong to even share a change room, now watched their sons wear the same colors, fight for the same school, and live out a dream that was once impossible. This is why remembering and honoring days such as June 16 is important. Without the sacrifices made by those who fought for our freedom, such as the youth of 76, these now multicultural, diverse teams about to take the field do not exist as we know them. And for that, we are forever grateful to the youth of 76.
Come, let's pray, let's pray, let's pray. Let's see, go,
Go out to the Father. Be out to bring the Father.
let's pray.
Come here. Peace. Split from the back.
Yeah, I'll remove it. Because I'm not going to pray if I shut up.
Run here. You waiting for?
Yeah. Run here.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Say something afterwards when you don't want to know.
Gents, I just want to say thank you so much for you guys including me into this team. It's been an absolute honor to be part of it. And yeah, thank you to every single one of you for including me.
Love you, Shaki! Shaki, what's the time, bro?
It is 48 minutes to
He's a very quiet person.
Humble. Dedicated.
Yeah, and hardworking.
O qadile go run Fountain la school. Asamka rugby. I think he was 9 by then. Yeah, o qadile na le 9 till
So rugby ne le ntho tsa hae.
Rugby ne le ntho tsa hae.
Okay.
And then ge a batshameka le di club rugby in between. Batshameketse di Titans. Okay, wait, batshameka di Titans club. Yeah, school which is Saints. And then ba mo scoutile ko teng Saints. Ba mo thola ko di Titans. Phone ke ba club.
Okay. Oh, ba club.
Yes.
Titans.
Go Saints ba interested ko nthabile go a batshamekela ko sekolong. And then ge be re tumelana le bone bila di child Saints di ko sekolong. And then bila mo berekela ge.
So ha phone le feel jwang?
I'm really excited ka go ne ntse ke itse go di opportunities nyana di teng because he's not bad, he's weak in Tabeleng. So usually when we are 13 going to high school di scout di ba dingata ba re tsa well ko club of guys, you must look out. It's possible ngwana ga go batla mo scout a go sekolong sa se. So I'm really excited but scary at the same time because Tabeleng o tsoko African school aba ya go English school since ali ko high school. Everything I take Africans from primary from grade 1 until grade 7. It's Africans and then about
sure. So taba ya hore alo bapala rugby somewhere ne ntse le plan
no, nese plan bana ne ntse re tshamekela local.
Yeah,
so it was scary to come to this world. It's okay, small area. I'm Branfontein o itse inyane re qena re tsebana kaofela.
And then how's home life?
It's challenging because re dula re support Thabeleng, not Thabeleng fela, because sitse brother ya gagwe le ene a na le interest e ngata mo sekolo mo sportsing.
By two fela. Okay.
So every day re support training, attend the match. So Monday to Sunday ke sports day. Thabeleng wa border. So we drive from Branfontein.
Okay. How often? Every weekend?
Every weekend.
How?
Every weekend. I go JP Raya, Kezi Raya. Wherever go anything there.
Isn't it tough?
No. We won't say it's tough because we love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't go, it's something's off.
Ne? And then how was it like? Nzali injured again.
Yo.
So nzafila joang and then luna nzali joang ka taba ya di injured.
It hatanyana because hape o missitse out go the trials since the Lions.
Oh, certificate.
Yeah. Since really busy. So I'm not sure if they'll select him still, but if you is late for her, but at a joiner team. But it's tough. It's tough our limits. But we support still, even though he's not playing in the game.
Mara le kutlwa jwang? I mean, actually rugby ngwana lona ke mangwele sne ntse ke hamstring la ra day ne le ankle.
Re tsamile re ithuta gore dilo tse di yana re kopana le tsone. Ra itse le di recovery time tsa teng di nka for how long. But the main thing for the support the one. Okay. Boy, still
yeah. So the expect jano kutlwa kwa ka di recovery time. O tsore lingo ya teng mos.
No, I don't so tsebe go boy how long it will take.
Yeah. Okay. So last injury, I think nearly ankle ya high. Na ba pela le run park. Nearly teng ko run park.
No, run park ne se nearly during the week.
Oh yeah, nearly teng room. Witse kona is the worst pain he's ever felt. How was that injury?
I was scared because it's bad. And then I wanted to come the next day. They played on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I wanted to come on Thursday. But no, I have a medical aid for check-up. And then I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Certain things I'll be able to handle.
And then the maxi, which me I'm okay student. I keep okay student again. Moto wa pasa kapo.
Yeah, wa pasa ka go nna ke bereka ka tsela e. If I'm the results is a good school, then I have all of sports. Right sports so far push bana they go if but still bana di injured. If auto lemal, it's not back up education.
Exactly. Yeah. So yena ha shebile ba tla opresiwa rugby after school or passion hiking, you know, interest in more field.
He's going for law.
Okay.
He's going for law.
Yeah.
I think we took on the members in that.
Okay.
So it's a project that was
so what are the marks?
Good marks, not just any marks. Yes.
And I think what was study shaka as well.
It's what was Stellenbosch.
Stellenbosch. Oh, moto, amona moto, o matisa rag.
Eh, guys, no, guys, kay bo na tawag.
Oh. Do you have enough time to do everything just as a student? Forget being a rugby player.
As a student, I think I'll have enough time if I didn't play rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually I sleep around 11, past 11. Yeah.
Why?
It's too much work, sir. It's matric. You know, there's assignments every day. You have to revise your work. Yeah, it's quite hectic. Plus running a boarding house as well.
So what are you?
I'm head of house.
You're head of house.
Yes, sir.
So you're head of house, school prefect. What are you, the vice captain or one of the leaders in the
Vice captain, sir.
The vice captain. So there's a lot on your shoulders.
Yeah, there is.
How
Sir.
do you manage it?
I just try my best. I just try to be as normal as possible. Try not to do too much.
Yeah.
Just do what I can do, and then let other people around me help me. Yeah.
Okay, and how do those people around you help you? Who do you reach out to, especially when you need help or advice or whatever?
Usually I ask my friends. Dumi, he's my deputy head of house, so sometimes I'll ask him to help me with running the house. Sihle will help me with my academics. Gia with rugby and Gia and Josh. Tash as well when it comes to like social stuff, and then they'll just help me a lot.
Do you think there's a lot of pressure on you guys?
Yeah, there is. Especially down at school when you're also a first team rugby player, you know, a lot of kids look up to you. They trying to be like you, so you have to be at your best behavior all the time. So. Yeah.
And is that a problem? Do you think that you almost have to play this role or this character?
Yeah, I think obviously you can't be yourself as much as you want. So you have to be like the serious guy, you know. People have to respect you. You have to respect other people. Always on your best behavior all the time. You can't try have fun because it's going to be a long story. So.
Okay, so when do you have fun and where?
I try to fun in the boarding house when I'm with around my friends. So.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think Schoolboy Rugby is so big? Like you are right in it, right? You're part of it.
Yes, sir.
Why is it so big?
I mean, I think rugby is obviously the biggest sport. Well, the main attraction in like schools. So like schools try to have their best rugby sides to promote their schools, so they can enroll more students into their school. So, and then obviously like the program here helps with the box. They bring up players from like big high schools. They go into the junior system, then their junior contracts. From there you go to varsities. From varsity you go to a professional club. Then just build your way up to the box.
You've had a few injuries.
Yeah.
And I think the one that I saw, the first one was ramp up, right?
Yeah.
It seemed like a tough one. And you say even when you were young, you used to have injuries.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Like, do you think that you're injury prone? And is it something that impacts you, especially when you go in the game? Like, I hope I don't get injured.
I know I'm injury prone. I know that for a fact. But obviously when like I re-injure the same thing, that's when like, okay, just make sure it doesn't happen. Just make sure it doesn't happen. But then if I get injured once off and that injury never happens again, then obviously like I don't think it's going to happen again. So I just play my game. Yeah. Just do my best. But St. David's I was very worried because I was very scared. Yeah. I was very scared like, okay, if I go down, it's going to be problems. Then, yeah. But also it affects me mentally because also I couldn't go to trials for Lions. Then obviously they didn't allow me to go through. The main reason was I was injury prone, so that hurts a lot. But we have to move on from it, I guess.
Then do you have ambitions to take this thing further?
Yeah, I do. I do, sir.
Okay.
I'm working closely with Mr. Charles. Mr. Post, he's gonna help me out. Me and Kia.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yes, sir.
And why would you want to do that? What would it mean for you to play professionally?
It would be a dream come true, sir. Yeah, I always wanted to play professional rugby. It's like rugby is like my life, basically. Love the game. I love sports in general. Yes, sir.
Okay. And what does it mean to you to be able to come from where you come from and then go to a beautiful school like this and have all these opportunities?
Obviously there's like pressure. You know, not a lot of people get this opportunity, so I try my best to like maximize this opportunity that I've gotten and just get the best outcome out of it.
number 2. Stick with me. Stick with me.
Yes, boy. Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
Ross, please tell Chris to keep it contestable.
So we had an unfortunate injury today with Lela, our winger. He went to make a cover tackle and landed on his shoulder, and in the process he dislocated his shoulder anteriorly or to the front. Even though we tried on the field to get it relocated, we were unsuccessful, so we had to get him into an ambulance and off to the closest ER. We'll give him the appropriate painkillers, analgesia, and once he can, he's in a more comfortable state, they'll be able to relocate that shoulder. Yeah.
The breakdowns, we've got it. We are not giving AP clean ball and then he can't give back clean ball and then everything's slow and then we can't play rugby. Okay? This is how simple we play. We play into a vacuum, don't we? Okay, 4, 5 and 7, or the first 3 forwards run around the corner, don't they?
Yes, sir.
So that's all I need to see. If they're running around as fast as they can and you're going together in threes, we won't get turned over again. So vacuum, round the corner, from there back can strike. Okay, if it's not on, then we can play our fire. So keep working towards that corner, around the corner, around the corner. But we have to work together, guys. If I see another one-off runner, AP, you can't play them. Okay, we can't play the one-off runners. We've got to slow everything down there. And then when we're picking and going, we've got to hit each other on the breakdown, breakdown, breakdown. It is all about the breakdown. If we win the breakdown in the second half, we win the game. And that's a physical battle. Are you ready to take that on?
All day, believe, boys. Last half on Baytop, okay? For Matrix, your last half ever on Baytop. Okay, let's go now, boys. Big energy, okay? Let's go. Let's get some energy in there. Let's go, let's go.
And the forwards, you have to seal those rucks because they keep on hitting us. You always have to seal properly.
Score the try, score the try, score the try. Remember, score the try and turn.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, huh?
Sydney! What?
Come on, boys. Jeds, obviously disappointing results. Not how we wanted our last home game to go. But thank you to Kearsney for all the fixtures and the weekend. Played well, Dave. And to all our parents and supporters today, thank you guys. Thank you for showing. And lastly, you boys, it was a great turnout today. Thank you guys. We love you. Eh? Thanks, boys. Two, three.
Let's go marching in. Let's go marching in.
Two, three.
Let's go marching in. Let's go marching in.
Yeah, shit, mate. I actually feel sorry for him. 3 injuries. He's under 16 year. Last year, this year obviously struggling with that ankle injury. But so once he gets over it, trust me, he's one of the best players of that team.
Yeah.
You almost can see when Tubbs is not there.
Yes.
Right, so you literally can see. He's, if I had to, in my back line, my 2 centers are the first 2 names that are constant, and Tubbs is one of them. He also, like you say, very, very unfortunate with the injuries. But that's part of the game. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do with injuries. He's worked hard in pre-season, he's trying to get stronger. Last year it was a knee injury, now it's an ankle. But he keeps going. That boy gets up. He gets up. He's had the worst of injuries, but he comes back, he works his way up. Keeps going.
And the happy out ke proud ka Nthabile because ke matla gage. Ke a mo fitlhiseng mo a se nna ke a play link no go to this school no. I didn't see it coming. So ka matla gage le ka matla a modimo ke nna go fitla Nthabile. And I say disappointed since I play mo school.
Oh, I want to complain. Yeah. And then your dreams and ambitions for your son. What's your wish for him going forward in life?
As in the Springboks.
Oh, really?
Alright, kura jumper, sare club, right? DJ club, okay, Varsity College.
Cup, yeah.
But no, naki we feel hore le academically Nthabile ka tota a achieve bule ga gore e be lawyer. A khone go ikemela mo bophelong ba gagwe. Ke yone ntwe ke rata go etsetsagala mo bophelong.
Now, the scoreboard wasn't flattering for St Stithians at all. A tough loss, no doubt. But on this day, the result was never just about the points. It was about pride, purpose, and remembrance. Because, standing in the shadow of history, these boys played with heart, honoring the courage of a generation that once stood for something far greater than the game. And that in itself is a victory worth remembering.